soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have. And on these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sends this offense going in the wrong direction.
A completion, but not enough for the first down, and the offense is ready to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So UNLV's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings,
down at the 41. That's a first down.
Completed via the screen. And he's tackled at the 41. And that's a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Makes the grab, it's Price. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Price. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
691, get a score. Under. Lion.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They dial up on 2nd and 8, long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Price. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Jordan. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Jordan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Gray. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks the tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football. different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Rebels will call on their punt team. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll ride his man on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll run the option. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down. They're going to be coming on the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Firing deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one, and Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
A nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Price. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout by the offense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Jordan. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Rebels offense is back on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have...
There he goes! They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. New set of downs after the completion. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, he keeps that deep in the defense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He got it! Touchdown, Vegas!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Price. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33. The option look. Quick off. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Quarterback making checks. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. They'll run the screen. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
Yankee Blue, 8. Down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
With the catch, it's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 33. Motion from the wideout. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
6-9-1, Gator score.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Black 24, double right. Let's go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he could this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Caught in the backfield and scored. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Cut it. Slide 22, under.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Alert. Griffin. Acorn. Tuna. Ready, go.
Back to throw, it's Jordan. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity.
Lion. Over.
Red pass, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pull off this drive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Tulsa. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. And they dial up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's got it on the right. It breaks into the open. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
He's brought down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the pitch. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory with 48 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there. You just didn't see it.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Power football with the run. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. defense, they've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking is back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He makes the grab.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Under fire. He's got him. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Ready, set. Down. Low.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. job, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
22 spot. Cut it. Cut it. Base it. Double right. Hey, Ken. Razor. Razor.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on! And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking is back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They need the 40 to convert here on third down.
Easy. Convoy.
On the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Return runs out of bounds.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
He's loose on the back. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49.
You know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The play action fake. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Man, those plays are frustrating on defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short
quarterbacks are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like